Thank you so much, and Bună seara. And I am learning Romanian. I just started. Ora here has hooked me up with a very fine teacher, and I must say Romanian is quite difficult for an American, right? As many of you know, I think Americans aren't so well known of speaking foreign languages. Romania, exactly. And when I first came over here, actually, I met with a gentleman, and I didn't know much at all about Romania, but I do remember him telling me Romanians are like Russians speaking Italian. And I now to this day, now that I've been here for a little while, I think that's not true at all. This is a lot of fun for me, and thank you for the invitation, Aura, to speak a little bit about my experience in Romania. I'm an expat here. I'm American. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been living here as an expat for just about 3 years. It'll be in June. Okay, I know I don't speak Romanian, but I'm getting there. I work for a company called MassMutual. That's a large financial services company based out of Boston, a Fortune 100-ish company. And I'm the managing director for MassMutual Romania. We do IT services, computer program software development, and some business services as well. I started my journey here, it'll be really about 4.5 years ago. I came over in September 2019, and I had no idea that there would be a pandemic. I was supposed to come over here even before the pandemic, but I got stuck in the US for about 15 months, and I couldn't come over to Romania. But we had nothing when we started here. Now we have about 530 employees in Bucharest, an office in Bucharest, office in Cluj, so I kind of spend my time in both cities. And for me, as an American expat, I know I'm an expat, so sometimes I feel like maybe I live in a little bubble. But we chose Romania for a reason, and it was for the people, the talent, and in my opinion, also the language skills. I think out of this region, and I do a little bit of work in Poland. I still, I feel Romanians have the best English in the region, and that's also speaking on behalf of other Europeans too. And of course, I love Europe and Europeans, but I think from an English perspective, this has been super easy for me to get around, right? I didn't have to speak Romanian at all. I get around, just fine with just about everybody, and it's quite impressive. And I bring a lot of Americans over here. We've had at least 100 managers a year come over the past couple years from the U.S., and I cannot tell you a single one that hasn't fell a little bit in love with Romania, even after a week of being here. And I always get a little bit of a joke. I think as an American, not exactly liked everywhere. I don't think that's a big secret. But as far as choosing Romania, out of many other countries, there's talent throughout the region here. I think Romania, without a doubt, was a huge success for us, and I don't think the company would choose it any other way. And one thing that I always kind of joke about is I don't have a car here, so I just take Ubers and Bolts. But on a weekly basis, I usually get an Uber driver who's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm from the U.S." Oh, he turns around, looks at me. "Oh, you're from America? Oh man, that's so cool." That's not very unique in the world. Just to say that, and I think it's I find Romanians very warm, welcoming people. You treat everybody with respect. You really love showcasing your country, and you love being warm and friendly, and I think really excited too when people like it here. So one other thing I heard when I first came over here was some people said they heard that you cry when you find out that you have a job in Romania, and then you cry when you leave. So I think that would definitely be for me. Whenever I have to leave one day, hopefully not for a long time, I'll have a tear in my eye. Thank you.
A-Best. In love with the future.